What is up, PG Nation? I'm Ben and welcome to my top 10 upcoming games of 2023 that will blow your mind. And while I have you here, please do subscribe. I know that most of you are watching my videos are not subscribed yet, and I would definitely appreciate it if you did. And if you do, you will get your comments on screen like right now. This ranking is in no particular order and I would love to know which games are on your list down in the comments. Now, let's jump right in. Number 10. The Division Resurgence. Ubisoft's The Division is on its way to mobile platforms after 2 releases on console that were met with enough success for the series to keep going. Resurgence is a third-person shooter RPG set in an open world, and the game will feature a AAA experience optimized for mobile along with a new storyline, classes, enemy factions, and more. The story focuses on key events around the Division 1 and 2 in an open world that you can explore solo or in co-op. There will also be PvE and PvP game modes, and if you were wondering, yes, you can loot, craft, mod and upgrade your weapons and gear just like in the previous games. New signature weapons and gadgets will be along for the ride as well. Number 9. Undawn. If you have enjoyed playing Life After, then Undawn looks to be the next step in the genre. The beta was released back in September 2020 and we've been waiting ever since. In Undawn, you will fight for your life and the survival of humanity in a zombie apocalypse. The game is designed for co-op, as this seems to be the trend these past couple of years, and includes both PvP and PvE modes. You'll also be able to build a shelter to protect against the hordes of zombies roaming around and exchange resources with your friends. Pre-registrations are ongoing. Number 8. Path of Exile Mobile. Diablo Immortal will have some ferocious competition in 2023, and the name that comes to mind is Path of Exile Mobile. The game has been in development since 2019, and I really like the statement made by the developer, Grinding Gear Games, when they said that they won't release the game if it's not an enjoyable experience. PoE Mobile will likely have several character classes to choose from like Duelist, Witch or Templar, but these are just my predictions and none are confirmed just yet. Number 7. Racing Master. Real Racing 3 ruled the sim racing genre on mobile for many years, and the truth is, there's way more arcade racing games than simulators on mobile. Racing Master is coming to try and balance things up. The game is developed by NetEase and Codemasters and promises to give players the most immersive racing experience Android can offer. Racing Master is built on a groundbreaking physics engine with excellent graphics, many game modes, realistic but accessible controls to race and customize the hundreds of licensed luxury cars across some stunning racetracks like the Yas Marina, Sicily and Barcelona, to name a few. All this sounds awesome, and while we wait for the global release, you can check out my top racing games to play right now, link is down below. Number 6. Torchlight Infinite. Path of Exile Mobile won't be the only competitor to Diablo Immortal next year, as Torchlight Infinite is looking to snatch a piece of that cake. Torchlight Infinite is a spin-off of the hack and slash series where you will play as Rihan, the barbaric mage, Gemma, the ice and fire melee specialist, or Carino. You'll be able to customize and upgrade whichever one you choose with a ton of abilities and skills. If you have Torchlight Infinite on your waiting list, you'll be happy to know that there's no stamina system and that the attack skills do not have any cooldown. The devs added that the game won't have any PvP mode, as they're focusing on creating a perfectly balanced game, and count me in. Number 5. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. For the most part, Square Enix does a great job with its mobile releases, and after this year's Battle Royale game, The First Soldier, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is the next one to look forward to. The game is an RPG that will receive monthly episodic installments. It will retell the stories from a variety of FF7 games, including Advent Children, Before Crisis, Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus. You'll be able to tackle the story in whichever order you like, and the game will also feature additional lore that will shine more light on the events leading to Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, as well as backstories of the characters. As for the gameplay, the active time battle system makes its comeback, and you'll be fighting in groups of 3 with special combos that needs to charge. Being a big Final Fantasy fan myself, I can't wait to play this one. Number 4. Rainbow Six Mobile. Another highly anticipated game from Ubisoft is of course Rainbow Six Mobile. The first competitive multiplayer FPS of the franchise on mobile will have you compete in Rainbow Six classic attack vs defense game modes. You can play as an attacker or defender in fast-paced 5v5 matches with a focus on intense close quarter combat with timely tactical decisions, and all these are of course a signature of the series. You'll be able to choose from a roster of operators, each with their own unique abilities and gadgets in this upcoming mobile adaptation of one of the most successful tactical shooter series ever made. Number 3. Valorant Mobile. The incredibly popular FPS from Riot Games is scheduled for a release on mobile in 2023. To those unfamiliar, the 5v5 multiplayer FPS shooter is set in the near future, and you'll be able to select from a roster of agents, each with their own unique skills and abilities as well as weapons. There are many game modes, with the traditional attack and defend formula being the most popular. I personally can't wait for this one to come out to see how it's gonna stand up to the COD Mobile, Apex Legends Mobile, and PUBG Mobile. Number 2. Battlefield Mobile. If there's one thing that the Battlefield saga is known for, it is its massive battles across large maps. Battlefield Mobile is scheduled to debut in 2023, and I'm really hyped as the developers have proven themselves times and times again to be awesome at making big multiplayer shooters. Battlefield Mobile will have you and your team take part in battles on both new and old maps across a variety of modes. Weapons and body kits can be unlocked gradually, and you can expect a bunch of vehicles in battles, going from ATVs to tanks and so on. The devs added that the game will feature the chaos and fun that the fans love, along with excellent graphics and destructible buildings, and personally, I cannot wait. And before we check out the last game, here are some games that came close but didn't make it to this list. Number 1. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile surpassed all expectations when it first came out, and even now, 3 years later, it's still one of the top online first-person shooter games on mobile. But Activision thinks it's about time for a sequel, aka Call of Duty Project Aurora, aka Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. The game has already amassed over 25 million pre-registrations, unlocking a bunch of milestone rewards in the process. Warzone Mobile is easily one of the most anticipated AAA mobile games right now, and is expected to launch sometimes in 2023, with an iOS version set for a release date for May 15. But the real question is, will Warzone Mobile take down COD Mobile? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And that sums up my picks for the top 10 upcoming games of 2023, but now I wanna hear from you down in the comments. Which games are you hyped for? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, consider subscribing, because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, a special thanks to my YouTube members, and if you wanna support my content as well as get some cool rewards, links are down in the description. You can also show some love to this video with a super thanks. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!